Hello everyone, welcome as we embark the journey to explore one of the iconic tea houses in Hong Kong, Luk Yu Teahouse. With the literal meaning drinking tea, yum cha is a common breakfast or brunch similar to coffee and toast in Western culture. Enjoying yum cha with family every weekend has been a tradition that has lasted generations. Dating back to World War II, refugees from Guangdong province escaped to Hong Kong and brought yum cha culture with them. Since then, yum cha is a group activity where families gather around to not only enjoy dim sum but to also have tableside talk. Nowadays, with the shift of focus from tea to food in yum cha, innovative chefs have taken traditional dim sum items to the next level. For instance, to tailor to the modern Instagram-obsessed crowd, peggy-shaped BBQ buns and colored dumplings were invented. However, for today's journey, we are tracing back to yum cha roots and to explore one of Hong Kong's oldest tea houses. Located at the busy street of Queen's Road Central, Luk Yu Teahouse was established in 1933, and the name Luk Yu was named after the renowned Tang Dynasty tea sage and author of the world's first art science classic.
Despite the move into their current location in 1976, the tea house retained the same interior style as their predecessor, even down to the tiny flower decorations at the counter and our seats. We reserved a table of 4, which was a bit more cramped than the modern counterparts. This was an ordinary Sunday morning, which was a quieter time around the restaurant when we came here. The seats at the ground floor are mostly round tables and some booth seats along the edges. The wooden furniture, combined with the menu in traditional Chinese writing style and decorations on the wall, captured a slower time in Hong Kong, not easily duplicated by other tea houses. Every bit in the decorations are packed full of the heritage Luk Yu accumulated, which are proudly displayed on the walls. That includes this glass artwork, which were transformed from Chinese paintings to the colorful stained patterns overseas. Sitting alongside the timepiece in pierced traditional patterns, this combination shows a harmonic blend between the West and the East. Entering the dedicated room behind is welcomed by a wooden frame, with the same pierced patterns complementing the bright red flowers on the platform, showing its class compared to the dragon statues usually found in modern tea houses. After wandering around the tea house, it's time to come back to our table, where I'm a bit confused about what to eat. The tea sets in front of us showed how confident they are towards their delicacies, with teacups proudly proclaiming their gems from Luk Yu. And they're rightfully proud about it, as one of Luk Yu's most famous menu items is his tea, steaming hot and aromatic. The reason for my confusion is on this menu, an old-time style ordering sheet arranged from right to left. This is how they order for decades instead of some retro gimmicks. The table they use is the thin variety you'd see in old calendars, tied together with pencil, with items varying from week to week for you to choose. I selected a few of my favorites. What about yours?
The first items arrived at the table were a few dim sum classics we ordered, which are usually served as appetizers before the main dishes arrive. Compared to entrees, most dim sum are bite sizes and some are served in a bamboo basket. Some of these items include the steaming hot shrimp and pork wonton in chicken soup, siu mai, a traditional pork mushroom dumpling covered in a thin sheet of dough and garnished with orange dots made of crab roe, lau mai gai, which contains glutinous rice filled with chicken, Chinese mushrooms, and Chinese sausage. And of course, my favorite, which is char siu bao, a white bun filled with barbecue flavored char siu pork. As I ripped open the char siu bao, a syrupy mixture of barbecue sauce and diced pieces of pork tenderloin slowly dispersed through the bun. The fine soft bread accompanied with sweet and savory barbecue sauce was truly mouth-watering.
Following the dim sum was a chicken pot, which took me off guard as the waiter served the entire pot onto our table. As it was freshly stir-fried, it needed to be tasted once it was served. Other than the main chicken, captivated under the pot's walls were the moist Chinese mushrooms, bearing the same salty flavors under the spice-rich chuho sauce.
Another Luk Yu signature dish, pork lung soup, features pork lung, almond juice, sauerkraut, and ginger. This soup is notoriously difficult to prepare as the lungs needed to be meticulously hand-washed before being poached in a soup base made of ground almonds.
Following the soup was a hidden signature dish, shrimp toast. Instead of using minced paste, full shrimp was used on top of a golden brown, crispy bread. Its icing on the cake was the red sweet and sour sauce, which formed a mouth-watering aftertaste in addition to the toast.
Lastly, we ordered some typical dessert dim sum items that seamlessly concluded our meal. First, we ordered golden egg tarts, which consisted of an outer buttery pasty crust filled with soft semi-liquid egg custard. Inspired by the Portuguese pastel de nata, the egg custard exploded with buttery, fatty flavors of the yolk, which quickly invited me to take another bite. Here, we also ordered Malay sponge cake, a traditional dim sum cake made with brown sugar, flour, almond, and eggs.
And that concludes our first taste at the legendary Luk Yu Teahouse. In planning this episode, we originally set sight on another traditional restaurant, Lin Heng Teahouse, which sadly closed down a few months ago. That also reflects the difficulties these restaurants face. In addition to the slower economy under the pandemic, as Hong Kongers' eating habits transformed, less people are willing to spend a lot of time on Chinese delicacies, opting for the convenience of Western fast food or even refrigerated dim sum packs.
Still, you can see the passion the chefs had devoted to each dish, which, unlike the easily appropriated dishes like pun choi, formed their own creative mark on Hong Kong. So, despite their relative obscurity and higher prices, old tea houses like Luk Yu still have their place in the community. Thank you for embarking the journey with us, and we hope that you've learned a bit more about Hong Kong's drinking tea culture. See ya!